Traders, something big's about to hit the markets. Something big's about to hit the markets. Check this out, guys. So, we're obviously looking at the stock market right now, and there's been a lot of greed in the marketplace. Check this out. So we're in the fear and greed index here right now, and I'm going to show you the charts, and look at this. So we're almost back at the extreme greed. And you know what happens when we get to the extreme greed, right? Now, not maybe day one or day two or, all that sort of stuff, but what tends to happen when we get to the extreme greed, right? The teeter-totter starts to happen in the marketplace. And I'm also seeing the teeter-totter happening in the YouTube section, in the comment section below, right? And by the way, guys, if you're really interested in learning how to trade the markets, and then I'm giving away a free trading course. That's second link in the description. Go click on that and go register, and you'll get free membership access to the trading course. It's actually goes through 4 different phases to really help you out. So there's that free trading course there, guys. So looking at the actual fear and greed index, what do we have here, right? We have this overall sideways movement from here, right? All this sideways movement from here. And then if we do get something like that, which we're probably not going to, but as you can see, we generally don't get too much higher than here, and here, right? That's the extreme greed. And so that's where we're at right now. Now, the really interesting thing is that, as you can see, last time we did this, we eventually did what? We eventually come down to here to the extreme fear. And that's probably what's going to happen. Now, what happened? Why do we actually go from greed to fear, right? Why do we go from greed to fear? So we go from greed to fear because of here and then here. So low, double bottom, and then resistance through, and then resist, and there's this whole point through here. So people are really greedy right now. So what's probably going to happen in the stock market is the stock market gets to get a bit of a drop, which gets people fearful, right? These are turning points in the marketplace. So if we go have a look at the actual stocky market right now, and we go look at, say, the S&P 500, look where we are right now, right? We're breaking to the upside. So people are trying to cap, people say, oh, John, it's going to keep going up, right? We're going to keep doing this and this and this and this and this and this. It's like there's a lot of warning signs. The warning signs are screaming right now to stand aside, right? Stand aside because of what's going on here. So I would say, guys, there is a lot of people. There's starting to be a lot of people, even my comment section, right? I'm getting comments like in the comment section. I'm getting comments like, for example, I'm getting comments of lost my thought. Anyway, so I'm getting comments like, John, you're missing out on this upward move, and John, my call options look good, right? So I'm starting to get that sort of theme and that sort of feeling around the comment section of the good old YouTubes. Below here. So we're getting this right now. And so therefore, guys, this thing is probably, look at the S&P 500. We look at the last 3 months. Look what's happening here, right? We're getting what? We're getting this point through here, aren't we? We're not getting any follow through yet. It's actually just stopping. We actually had this breakout candle, and then it's like died. It's like here's the resistance. Here we go. Ugh. Right? It's like, it just dies on you. It just died. It's like, oh, come on now, right? So if we start to really break down, and the really big key I'm watching for here is this level around about this sort of that 3,000 level. One, if we break this level here, or especially if we retrace this whole candle like this here, guys, that through there, look out below, because it is on like Donkey Kong, right? It is on like Donkey Kong, and so we can see that if that happens, now we're zooming out the big picture, right? Because that's that candle right there, as I was saying before. So if that happens, I think this is if we start to get something like this, a retracement, then guess what's probably going to happen? Then we're going to get something like this here. So I believe we're going to get something like that as well too. Where my line is, this sort of X marks the spot, this whole area through here, I would say, looking at, so yes, if I squeeze my charts up, it looks like we could be getting ready for a bit of a drop down to here somewhere, I would say, and then a ricochet rabbit, and guess what? What's the fear and greed index going to be here? It's going to be what? Extreme fear, right? And then what ends up happening? We start to get, we start to get this sort of low through here. The extreme fear will give us a bit of a turning point, and then I see we're going to see a really big move to the upside. So 4,500 could equal a 5,500 print by the end of the year, right? And then a lot more coming next year. So I don't see a recession coming soon. Like over the next 1 to 2 years, I believe we're going to see a really big move. But then when it does, after this really big move up, then I really see things turning around from there. So that's what I'm saying. S&P 500, looking at the Dow Jones. If we look at the Dow Jones, and we can see that we have this through here, we have this resistance point through here, resistance point through here, and then we have this level all through here right now. Again, look at this here. Look at the Dow Jones. We actually, we had a strong breakout, and now we're failing right now. Complete failing right now. So we get something like that. Guess what? What does that mean? What is this doing already? Look at this here. Here we go. No. Right? So the market's telling us, it's like, oh, we're not really moving right now. And we've definitely got news coming out as well too. So maybe the news is going to be, if we look at this here, this is the news that's coming out. This is Australian time anyway. So over the next couple of days, we've got a couple of news announcements which may not be happy, which may not be happy for the overall markets here. So we have this point through here, and then what we see all through. So we see it through there. So I do see a good probably 5 to 10% pullback happening right now out of the markets. Let's go look at gold and silver. Gold and silver right now, it's like, stock market massive warning, but gold and silver is still holding up nicely, guys. Really is still holding up quite nicely. We could be getting ready for a really big bang. Here we go, here we go, here we go, right? And we're seeing here these high lows. If we hold these levels here, guys, and if we start to do something like this, gold could be really setting up for a really, really, really big move. Right, really big move. I really see this here. Look at this here. And then once if we can hold this level and then then we start to break up to new highs, then we see this resistance, and then we hold this whole resistance through here. So we see this point up here, higher low, and now we're getting another high low. If we start to do something like this and break out, this whole sideways movement, which is like a big energy building phase, like just doing nothing, it is going to release. There is so many opportunities out here, guys, right now, right? I believe the stock market's going to have a dip, but that's going to be a good buying opportunity. I believe gold could be getting ready for a breakout, which is a buying opportunity. But then also look at things like Russell. Like, look what the Russell's doing right now. I've got a lot of things here from my private clients here. If you're interested in becoming a private client, I've just opened up a few spots. Go to GetJohns, JOHNS, getjohnshelp.com. There's an application form there. I think I've got 2 spots left there, guys. So you can go fill out the application form, and I'll be happy to talk to you about having me coaching you for the rest of this year, for all of this year. So high from here, and then low from here, and then also this low point from here as well too. So this whole point through here, and this whole point through here, you can see we're just going sideways. So the Russell really could be setting up quite nicely really, really, really soon from here. So we see, if I look at this here, so maybe not the Russell's not ready yet. Maybe it is. But we see, if I'm looking at this from a level perspective, I'm just trying to see. So we had this up move from there to there. So, we're getting pretty close, aren't we? We're getting pretty close. I'm sensing, so that's that level through there. And then we have this level all through here as well too, right? All through there. So possibly I sense a bit more of a weakness through here, and then possibly start to see, once we get to something like that out of the Russell, then I really truly believe, guys, we are likely to see a really, really, really big move out of the market. So there we go, traders. Hope this helped you out. Traders, if you do need some help, that's second link in the description. I'm giving away a free trading course. It actually goes through 4 different phases. Phase number 1 is about the foundations, the biggest mistakes you're making. Phase number 2 and 3 is about chart reading techniques, and phase number 4 is about trading systems. So you can go get access to that. If you'd like to learn my number 1 trading system, then I'm running a webinar today, and that is the first link in the description. Click on that. You can go register for my next webinar that I'm running today, guys, and I'll teach you all the details of the exact pattern that I like to use and how I like to trade in these markets. Have a great day, guys.